G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach. We're providing SuperCoach content for you. So you can check me out on Twitter at Stephen D.W. Smith and also on Instagram at SDS_SuperCoach_YT. Liking and subscribing would be grouse. I'm here to present my round 13 review. Fair to say, for most coaches, they would have thought that it would be the toughest round of the season. I can't blame you because this is the carnage week. But for me, I've climbed up in the ranks. I don't know how I only had 17 blokes playing this week, but I'm very happy with that. We are now 5K, so 5,077, and we're in the top 3% in total score for the first time this season. And I'm very happy with that. With 9 trades left, 1 upgrade to do, I feel like I'm in a really good position, and I've got enough trades with only 1 upgrade left where I can afford to or I can just kind of afford to pay up a bit for my final upgrade, which is M8. So it's a big decision coming for this week and next week, which is where I think these next 2 weeks will probably be my final 2 weeks of trading sort of thing. And then I'm just going to leave it. And if I need to luxury upgrade, maybe for the last month of the season or whatnot, then I'll worry about it then. But yep. I'm very happy with this. I thought I'd stay the same or go down in rank, but 5K rank, top 3%, I'll take it. Now, just before we start, I'd like to quickly, I'm a bit buggered today because I've gone to Geelong for about an hour 15 drive, the way and back. And I went for a kick with Shorty. He set something up on Queen's birthday, and so I went for a kick with him. It was really good bloke, Shorty SuperCoach. I might even leave his channel in the description. I'm sure you guys all know Shorty though, so that's the thing. You guys all know Shorty, but I'll leave his channel in the description. And another, so really good bloke, really good fun today. Went all the way down to Geelong, and also another bloke who was down there, SuperCoach Pro. Just another SuperCoach YouTuber like mine. You know, we've only just started up a bit. So if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button yet for him, I highly recommend you do. He's actually, he just puts in some really punchy sort of SuperCoach reviews and previews. He just gets straight to the point. Anyway, I highly recommend this bloke. Really nice person. Ripper bloke to meet. And I highly recommend you guys checking him out as well. And back to SuperCoach. So, shout out to those 2 blokes. We did a goal kicking comp today, and that will come out probably sometime this week. I wouldn't know. It's Shorty's uploading the video and editing it and all that. So, you'll see how I go with the footy in hand. And I'll save it for the video. So, I'm sure you guys will see it eventually. So, here we go. Let's head into the side. So we won 7 out of 10 leagues, which is pretty good. So James Sicily, 116. He was Hawthorn's second best player on the weekend behind O'Meara. So very good defensive effort once again by him. Sorry. Oh, fuck. Let's play on. Jack Sinclair, 118. Fantastic. Brought him in this week as my final defensive upgrade, and he's done very well on his debut. So he might even be a cheeky VC option. I'm thinking on Friday night when they play Essendon, but I'll give it some more thought. George Hewitt, 97, first score under the ton this season, but we can forgive Hewitt. He's been just an unbelievable pick this year. 399K. To turn out how he's been, it's just fantastic. Jack Crisp, 119. I didn't watch a whole heap of the Queen's birthday game because I was still driving back home. I saw basically the second half and where Collingwood went berserk. And 119, he scored a crucial goal to Jack Crisp, and that really boosted up his score. So it's good to have a really good score from Crisp. Probably for the first time in a month, I would say, maybe 5-6 weeks, but he's just super consistent, so you can rely on Jack Crisp to not let you down most of the time. Jaden Short, 102. I still don't love that role, but you can't really complain with 100 scores. So I'd prefer him down at halfback. But look, if he's going to turn out like a Jack Crisp type, I won't complain. So it's all good. Jacob Ware, 66. He was playing on the wing. I only watched the first half of North GWS because I won't lie, didn't really care a whole heap because it's tough to watch North Melbourne. They're one of the worst sides I've ever seen, but I'm sure they picked it up in the second half. They only lost by 50. So anyway, Jacob Ware was playing on a wing from what I saw, and I feel like that's good news for his job security, especially with potentially no Perryman. And considering they got a lot of these blokes back in the side this week and he still kept his spot, I think that's a very good sign. I won't bother talking about the bench because none of them played. Clayton Oliver, 141. I checked the stats at half time and he was on 27 touches and a goal. I'm like, man, he's on 96 at half time and sort of mellowed out as the Pies were going nuts. So, but yeah, he's just been fantastic. Probably a definite starting pick for me next year. Clary, can't go wrong with him. Lachie Neale, 123. He was my captain. And, back to Clayton Oliver. He was on 96 at halftime. It could have been a lot worse for me, considering I didn't have the captain on him, but you can't complain with getting a good score. So 141, mellowed down in the second half. It's all good. Lachie Neale was my captain. 123 is not a terrible score. It's just a fine score. Some people had Oliver as captain, so that lost me out on about 40 points. So, but it doesn't matter. As long as I got a good captain score, and Lachie Neale was fine. Andrew Brayshaw, 135. Yeah, he's just been on an absolute tear the past couple of weeks. And at the minute, he's been a great trade-in. So I'm very happy with Andrew Brayshaw. He's now got the bye, but it's okay. He's probably going to be a very good M8 for me at worst. But yeah, he's planning to be my M8 for the season, as weird as that sounds. But I'm thinking of a big name for my final midfielder position. I'll talk about that at the end of this review. Patrick Cripps didn't play as much in the ruck on Friday night. And I think that just proves Harry Mackay's so important to Carlton. So then you had Silvani and De Koning were the main two rucks. So less ruck time for Cripps. So that meant more just him being himself. And I'm sure the bye definitely did help him. Ben Hobbs, 83. He's just turned out to be a very good rookie. Shame I can't keep him because he's going to be a very good, he'd be a very good, what's the word? Cover, of course. He was going to be a very good cover if I had him at M9, but I'm going to need his main because now that I've committed to keeping McCartan, because he can cover more positions, then I just need Ben Hobbs' money. So he'll probably go, not this week, but the following week. Greg Clark, I'm going to try to keep him if I can at M9 to be my cover, but maybe I won't have that luxury. But I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, didn't play. Chet Owens got concussed in the second quarter. Very unlucky, disappointing, but we wish all the best for the kids. So in terms of like his cash gen, I'm not really sure it's going to be anything that great. And we don't really need his cash gen. So he's probably just going to be stuffed at M11 for the rest of the season. Judson Clark, 63 on debut. It was a bit risky bringing in a player on debut, but he started out like a house on fire with 48 and just slowed up as the game progressed. But he kicked 2 goals in the first quarter, I believe. And yeah, he was just fantastic. So look, he's probably not got a high ceiling in terms of scoring and a good amount of job security, but I guess he can just be a loop. And he will be stuck on the bench for the rest of the year. Sean Darcy, I was expecting a bit of a better score from him, especially against Ned Reeves, but he did have a bit of a leg complaint in the last quarter, which I'm not massively concerned about because he's going to have the bye this week to regather all that. I just hope that Meek stays out of the side because he is a very capable ruck. And to be honest, with the way Darcy gets injured, they should be playing him. But for Supercoach reasons, I don't want him anywhere near the side because, look, ever since I've brought him in, he's been pretty poor, I won't lie, and a bit frustrating to own. But I think I'm just thankful that Gawn didn't go massive. If Gawn went massive, it could have been one of the all-time worst trades. But look, I still would have been better off if I went Gawn in terms of points-wise. But I think Darcy just can go massive, and as massive as Gawn can go in terms of Supercoach scoring, I'm just pretty happy with Darcy's ceiling a lot more than Gawn's. Dunkley didn't play. Brody, I feel like a few people on Twitter were giving him a bit of slack because, Fife's back, everything's the issue. He attended 23 out of 29 centre bounce attendances. And it's just, mate, big thought here. He just had a poor game. And I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's just been absolutely fantastic for us all season. And he's definitely saved us an upgrade. So, I'm still fine to keep faith in Brody. If after his bye, he drops in maybe another score under 90, I might start to get a little concerned, but it is what it is. Cornelio just went bang. Look at that, a 174. It's just very capable for a midfielder to just do so well against North Melbourne, and that's what Cornelio exactly did. Didn't cop the tag from Turner, that went to Kelly, and Cornelio just roamed free, kicked 3 goals in the first half. He was just unreal. And I think I remember a clip from my round 13 preview where I said, who are North playing? GWS. Oh, well, I'm not going to captain Cornelio. Bloody should have. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. Zach Butters, 87. This could have been a lot bigger because he was on 94 with like 12 minutes to go. And then he cops a knock from Jonas, a big head clash. I'll tell you what, the Channel 7 commentary were desperate for Zach Butters and Tom Jonas to go through the concussion protocols. But I was like, just shut up, just let him keep playing. Turns out I saw in Port Adelaide social media, he's got a small hairline fracture in his jaw or cheek or one or the other. And he's going to still be available for the Sydney Swans game. So that's very exciting but it does feel like he's a bit of a ticking time bomb, Zach Butters. And I just wonder, like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he's one of the blokes I'm going to have to trade out due to injury or whatever. Rioli got dropped, so that was very disappointing, but I wouldn't be surprised if he came back into the side at some point in the season. Connor McDonald probably going to go because we were really banking on him playing through the buys with his 30 to 55 range scores, and he wasn't playing last game. And yeah, look, I think I'm just happy to bank his money and just let him go. English and Parker didn't play, so yeah, so that's the side. I'm very happy with the rank rise. I think about a month ago, I was about 13K. Now I'm 5K in the top 3% of overall score. So I'll take that. So what have the trades been? So Connor McDonald, 4.5, fair enough. Greg Clark, McCartan, I'm keeping McCartan. Probably going to trade Greg Clark and Hobbs next week to my final midfielder for the season. Morris Rioli, I'm probably going to keep for the rest of the year. Oh, sorry, my leg is stiff as. Will Brody, bloody hell, people are trading it. Will Brody, they've gone mad. Bont, I'm not interested in Bont this year. He's dealing with I saw they're putting injections into his shoulder to get 3 games. And I already dealt with Patrick Cripps last year to the full extent. There's no chance I'm going to do that again with Bont just getting injections before the game. Himmelberg is probably not the worst option if you're in a really bad situation. You just need a pod to maybe get you through. to a semi-decent rank. But nah, I'm not touching him. Doherty, I finished my back line, so no. Stranadica, I just prefer Bryn Takel as an option. Then Jai Cully, well, it just depends if he plays this week. It's between Jai Cully and Josh Carmichael. So it's going to be between one of those two for me to bring in, because Josh Carmichael, I think I saw something like where he had 22 touches in the VFL, 10 tackles, it's a really crazy stat line, and maybe wouldn't be too far off from the debut, but Collingwood have been winning, so maybe they just want to keep it simple with selection. Jai Cully, I expect to play at some point. So, look, if I actually, let's go through it now. So we'll sub in all the blokes and see what we're working with. So we're going to have 6 down back, we assume. Oliver's gone for this round. Neil's gone for this round. And Brayshaw's gone for this round. Those 3 blokes have certainly earned their rest. Certainly earned their bye. So Owens won't play. Everyone else I expect to play. Witts will come in for Darcy. Darcy just needs a rest to get his body together. And Taker won't play, so that probably won't play, because Ken Hinkley said after the game that he was actually pretty happy with the ruck set up without a ruck. It's just madness, but I was kind of hoping for Taker to actually just sneak a game this week, but it is what it is. And Will Brodie going to have a spell, and same with Connor McDonald. And Maurice Rioli, I don't think is getting in the side this week. So this leaves 19 players for me this week, which might sound weird, but I'm actually not that happy with, because I know that this was kind of the easy buy for the season. Not too many rookies were coming from this buy unless it was day cost, or they were pretty slow burners. So I'm going to trade out Connor McDonald, I reckon, this week for a playing rookie. Now, it's not confirmed yet because I still need to figure it out, but I'm just going to go Jai Cully for now. I think West Coast are just so low on options in terms of of players they can play and want to play. And I think Cully, I'm not sure how good his role is going to be. Probably nothing fancy. I'll just sub him on for Maurice Rioli. I assume he's not going to play this week. So this would leave me with 20, expecting Owens and Teakle not to play. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. And this is also expecting Jai Cully to make his debut. So that's fine. I'm actually pretty happy with that. 20 players now. I think that's really good. Captain, vice captaincy. I was thinking of Sinclair for the vice captain this week, but I don't know. I feel like there's one poor score is due with back to back really good scores. I just don't trust the Dogs. Could Tim English? Do I bring back the faith in Tim English and put the BC on him? No way I'm putting the captaincy on him. Geelong. Well, I got no one from Geelong. I was thinking maybe Sinclair versus Essendon, but maybe not. Cripps. What did Cripps get? I didn't have him, but what did Cripps get in round 1? Because he 132, pretty solid. So I could go down the Cripps route. It's actually pretty tough because there's no Oliver, no Nielsen, no Darcy, no Sicily. Maybe those 4 blokes you would consider in your loophole. So it's a bit difficult this week. But what I'm thinking, actually, it's between English and Sinclair for the VC. Because do we trust GWS that much? I feel like English can bounce back, especially after the bye. So I'm thinking English into Tuke Miller. Another fun fact for you guys is that I'm going to be in Gold Coast for on Sunday. So there's a good chance, depending on what time we land, what time we get to the what time we get to the apartment and all that. Our apartments. And it just depends on, whether I can go to the game and just shopping and all that and just sorting everything out. But I would like to go to Gold Coast and Adelaide, but we'll have to see. So I could go to this game and just see Tuke Miller at work at Metricon Stadium would be fantastic. So I'm going there for the week, Sunday to Sunday. So you will expect probably a bit of a weird background for my round review after round 14 and the preview for round 15. But I'm actually really excited. I haven't been on a holiday. Well, I haven't been out of Victoria since early 2020. So I'm actually pretty excited for this. So yeah, I feel like I've kept this video pretty long, so I'll probably leave it there. But this is what I'm thinking. Just McDonald for Cully, it will give me an extra 108K to make trades and for next week. So that wasn't English. I will consider Hobbs going. What should he get next week? Another 23K. So he should roughly be about 345K. So he would go along with, I'm leaning towards Steele or Walsh, I think, at the minute. Kelly, I just can't trust to own with a whole heap of faith for the last 9-10 weeks of the season. Me, Shorty, and Supercoach Pro were talking about this, and we all agree. It's just, we were having talks about Supercoach and all things in life. And I think the consensus was it's tough to trust the man. So I was actually really considering it this week if I didn't have to bring in a defender, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. I kept Sinclair and all that, so that was good. Look, if I can keep Clark for the rest of the year, then I will. But the odds are against me. I think Hobbs and Clark for Walsh or Steele. Not really considering Parrish after that calf complaint. Walsh, I'll be very interested to see how he goes this week because I think that this might almost be the deciding factor. If Walsh can go nuts with the price drop that he's expected, then I will probably pick him up. If he puts in another stinker, then I might just instantly bring in Jack Steele as soon as he's coming back, which is expected to be round 15. If it's not, I'll bring in Walsh anyway. I'll just bring in Walsh instead. But if Walsh has another poor score this week and Steele's coming back to the side, I know he has a 200 break even, but it doesn't really matter at this point because we just need points on the board. If this was 10 rounds ago, then yeah, obviously you wait on Steele. But yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. Look, I'm probably going to leave it there. I will just have a little look at the SDS SuperCoach League. Let's have a look. So where am I? I'm 6th. Okay, that's pretty good. What's everyone's rank? Huffy's big guns. Brad is carrying big time, so that's good. I'm now 4th in overall rank out of the 18 here. And then back to head. So Huffy's got a game on Danger Zone, and I'm in 6th, which I think's been the highest placement for me this season for this league. And then so that looks pretty good. Who have I got next week? Round 14. One thing I want to bring up before I show you that. I did go up against DR this week. He just picked me. And but well done to DR. Fantastic man. Big fan of him. So good on him for getting the dub there. But yeah, just got me there. Well, good on him. I played him this week and I'm playing another SuperCoach YouTuber in round 14, and that's Spills. So so that'll be very interesting to see how we go. And I'm playing El Paso Caps. I don't know what that means, but it looks like he's got a lot of players in this buy. Zazita, Saligo, he's got a couple of dead rookies, so that probably won't help him. But yeah, good matchup coming up. I always like playing against one another, so that's good. And I won't lie, feel like I say this every week, but I've had a few drinks to sort of mellow down, watch the footy and all that. So, and I think it's also a combination of me being tired and me having like 3 beers. So, yeah, sorry if there's not the same energy and all that, and I'm kind of mumbling and all that, but is what it is. Just had a big day with Shorty and SuperCoach Pro, so make sure you check both of them out if you haven't already. I really do recommend, and there will be a kicking video coming soon, I presume. I presume Shorty will upload that this week, and you guys will be very interested to see how I kick the footy. And yeah, it was pretty funny. Pretty good day all in all, and a very good day all in all. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good way to spend a public holiday. We don't get many of those, so bit of a slave when it comes to work. So whenever I get the opportunity, I love just getting out of Melbourne, to be honest, and just getting away from the concrete and just doing things that a bit out of my comfort zone, but I certainly don't regret. And yeah, it was a really good experience. So good to see them. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good week as well. I hope your footy side won this week if they didn't have the bye. And I will see you in the round 14 preview. Cheers.